continuing coverage at the top of the hour. And news on demand anytime at WIBA.com.
Polls closed tonight at 8 o'clock. Speaking of Governor Walker, he and his wife waited in line as the polls opened up at 7 this morning before they voted in Wauwatosa. Tom Barrett also voting this morning in Milwaukee.
People are engaged in this. What we've noted over the last 96 hours is around the state, the energy has just been building and building and building, which we think is a very, very good sign.
We're heading up to Green Bay next. We're making a number of stops in northeastern Wisconsin. We'll be in north central Wisconsin after that. We'll be back down here in southeastern Wisconsin. Basically just kind of last minute saying hi to voters. Today's a fun day. I know that from 2 years ago, November 2nd, when we won. A lot of us just getting out and saying hi to people, thanking them.
The time has come. After weeks of campaigning and months of protests, the Badger State at the center of the political universe today as Wisconsinites line up at the polls to cast their ballot. Today's matchup between Governor Scott Walker and his challenger, Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett, has the nation watching Wisconsin.
I think if they don't like the outcome of it, it's their fault if they didn't vote. And this is obviously a huge, election. I think it's going to be, Wisconsin's probably going to see, the most voters out today that they've ever seen in a long time.
NBC News is projecting that Governor Scott Walker of Wisconsin has survived the recall challenge from his Democratic challenger, Mayor Tom Barrett of Milwaukee. Again, this is the NBC News characterization in this race. Governor Scott Walker, the projected winner, the survivor of the recall effort against him.
All indications are, from what we're hearing, that Scott Walker is probably going to pull this out. What are your thoughts?
I love it.
I just got off the phone with Governor Walker and congratulated him on his victory. He agreed that it is important for us to work together. I want to thank all of you for the work that you have done. This has been the most amazing experience of our lives.
It's been the fact that throughout our history, throughout the more than 200 years of our history, there have been men and women of courage who stood up and decided it was more important to look out for the future of their children and their grandchildren than their own political futures. And what has sustained them? What has sustained them here in Wisconsin, across our country, has been when there have been leaders of courage. What has sustained them is there were good and decent people who stood with them shoulder to shoulder and arm to arm. That's what you have done for Wisconsin and for America. Bringing our state together will take some time. There's just no doubt about it. But I want to start out right away. In fact, next week I'm going to invite all the members of the state legislature, Republican and Democrat alike. And what better way to bring people together than to invite them over for some brats and some burgers, right? And maybe a little bit of good Wisconsin beer as well. Because I believe there is more that unites us than divides us. I believe that now the election is done, we can move on and we can move forward. I believe that for the sake of our children and our grandchildren, now is the time for us to come together, to tackle the challenges that face our small businesses, to tackle the challenges that face our families and our businesses and our seniors and all the people who care about the future of this state. Now is the time to move forward.